Today, I have two big stories that will make you proud to call President Trump your president, and two bombshell Democrat stories that I think should make them lose their seats. In fact, each of us should probably call and leave them a voicemail telling them just how disgusted we are with their bad behavior. All right, here's the first story. President Trump, via White House press secretary Carolyn Leavitt, asserts that attempts to link him to Jeffrey Epstein are a Democrat orchestrated hoax aimed at derailing his agenda. He urges House Republicans to vote this week to, yes, release all Epstein files, emphasizing transparency with "we have nothing to hide." President Trump insists the focus should remain on his priorities: boosting the economy, securing the border, and improving American lives through tax cuts, making life more affordable, and better health care. This move counters Democrat pressure, aiming to shift narrative control back to "make America great again." Let me go ahead and show you exactly what he put out. As I said on Friday night aboard Air Force One to the fake news media, House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide, and it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetrated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican Party, including our recent victory on the Democrat shutdown. The Department of Justice has already turned over tens of thousands of pages to the public on Epstein and are looking at various Democrat operatives, Bill Clinton, Reid Hoffman, Larry Summers, etc., and their relationship to Epstein. And the House Oversight Committee can have whatever they are legally entitled to. I don't care. All I do care about is that Republicans get back on point, which is the economy, affordability, where we are winning big, our victory over reducing inflation from the highest levels in history to practically nothing, bringing down prices for the American people, delivering historic tax cuts, gaining trillions of dollars of investment in America, a record, the rebuilding of our military, securing our border, deporting criminal illegal aliens, ending men and women's sports, stopping transgender for everyone, and so much more. Nobody cares about Jeffrey Epstein when he was alive, and if the Democrats had anything, they would have released it before our landslide election victory. Some members of the Republican Party are being used, and we can't let that happen. Let's start talking about the Republican Party's record-setting achievements and not fall into the Epstein trap, which is actually a curse on the Democrats, not us. Make America great again. So President Trump is saying we have nothing to hide. Let's go ahead and bring it out into the light, but let's get back to doing what is right. So yes, get the Epstein stuff out, but the bigger focus needs to be making America affordable again for most of the country. All right, now I've got other big stories, including two bombshells, but stick with me on the Epstein-related stuff. Now, there's growing controversy over Ghislaine Maxwell and federal prison. A lot of this has to do with Jamie Raskins having somebody steal her emails and then leaking them anonymously, but now he's busted. But let me first go through the controversy. Staff members at Maxwell's Texas prison facility were fired for leaking her emails in which she praised the conditions of federal prison Camp Bryan. In the email, she complimented Warden Tanisha Hall for helping her with legal documents and compared the facility's favorably to her previous prison in Tallahassee, Florida, citing cleaner space, better food, and fewer problems like fights or unsanitary conditions. Here's where it gets crazy. Maxwell's attorney, Leah Safian, criticized Representative Jamie Raskins, the top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, accusing him of releasing the emails to the media and arguing that his actions undermined the whole legal process. She demanded that Raskins face disciplinary consequences and called the leak a violation of constitutional protection. NBC News published the emails, and Safian said Maxwell is not seeking a commutation, which was another Democrat lie. So she's not asking to be pardoned or have her submit her sentence commuted. All she was doing was saying that the new prison was much better. Now, she is facing 20 years in prison for human trafficking to Jeffrey Epstein. But this is crazy. So Jamie Raskins, who led the 2 impeachments against President Trump, I think this guy needs to face consequences. He literally used stolen information to leak to the press to try to humiliate President Trump. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and let me know in the comments. Do you agree or disagree with this? How is one of the top people, the guy sitting on the House Judiciary, like the top legal position within Congress, and he is taking stolen emails and he is leaking them to the press? Breaking news, it's been revealed that Democrat Jamie Raskins was involved in a plot where prison staffers stole Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney-client privilege emails and then funneled them to him so that he could leak them to the press. This guy has to be held accountable. Like, he went after President Trump for saying to Volodymyr Zelensky, hey, I'm hearing lots of rumors that the Biden family is corrupt and that they used their clout in order to enrich their family. They impeached him. But look at this. This guy is having people steal emails, breaking the law, and then using stolen evidence to try to humiliate President Trump. I mean, to me, this is absolutely disgusting. Prison staffers fired after stealing Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney-client emails and funneling them to Raskins, who then leaked the stolen material under a fake whistleblower account. Dude, this guy is the scum of the earth. Dude, it's one thing if President Trump had genuinely done something bad, but you're now inventing stories about commuting someone who trafficked to a pedophile. You guys are now using stolen emails to try to humiliate President Trump. To me, this is just disgusting behavior. And this is just one of them that I think that we should get on the phone and call him and politely but directly tell him, we do not appreciate what you're doing and we will never vote for you. All right, here's another one. Late last night, it was leaked that Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer had a secret plan to keep the U.S. government closed through Thanksgiving. Why? To inflict maximum pain on Americans through SNAP, military missed paychecks, hundreds of thousands of employees in furlough, hungry children, airport safety, and holiday travel. Chuck Schumer wanted families in pain sitting around the table on Thanksgiving, not grateful for their blessings, but complaining about President Trump. This piece of garbage literally tried to destroy American families so that they would trash talk President Trump over the holidays. Now, this absolutely reminds me of what they did during the COVID lockdown. Remember when they wouldn't lift the lockdown so that on Thanksgiving you would be sitting with family complaining about President Trump? So here's what it had to say. Holy crap, it was just revealed that Chuck Schumer, behind closed doors, begged to keep the government shut down through Thanksgiving, according to CNN. Not Fox News, not Stephen Gardner, CNN. He called Democrat governors and influential party members, members of Congress, to back him up on the Thanksgiving pain strategy. Chuck Schumer wanted to destroy Thanksgiving and travel for millions of Americans. He wanted to withhold pay from the military. He wanted to inflict maximum pain on federal workers. 700,000 federal workers were taking out HELOC loans, personal loans, living on credit cards because of Chuck Schumer. He wanted all of them to say, instead of thank God for President Trump, this guy is destroying my life. So he did everything he could to make President Trump look bad. Unbelievable. Please let me know respectfully in the comments about this disrespectful piece of garbage who literally tried to make your life more expensive, travel impossible, destroy the U.S. economy, hurt military families. We need to all call this guy and respectfully tell him, I am disgusted with your plan to try to destroy Trump. All right, listen to this second amazing Trump story. Are you ready to feel great every day? I love kimchi and I take it daily. Since starting, my energy is up, my gut feels healthier, I feel genuinely happy. It's amazing what a balanced microbiome can do. My gut got wrecked after COVID and my brain was foggy. I can tell such a difference after improving my gut health. Kimchi One is packed with 900 strains of beneficial bacteria, more than most probiotics, proven in scientific studies to support overall gut health. According to PubMed, a healthy gut is crucial for your immune system, digestion, mood, and even energy levels. Let me share some of the top reasons I trust Kimchi One. Enhanced digestion, increased energy, immune system support, better nutrient absorption, happier mood, and healthy weight management. Want to experience the same? Follow the link below for 25% off Kimchi One or snap the QR code. Or call my friends at Brightcore right now to get up to 50% off with free shipping. That's right. Call 888-908-4425 for up to 50% off plus free shipping. Your gut and body will thank you. All right, President Trump. This guy loves America. He wants to keep America safe. He has just begun the process of ordering the deployment of federal forces, including the National Guard and Border Patrol, to New Orleans, Louisiana, and Charlotte, North Carolina. He's ordering them to target criminal illegal immigrants and combat rising urban crime and to clean up the homeless situation. According to reports from the Oval Office, the Trump administration is expanding its mass deportation campaign and crime crackdown in Democrat cities within red states. Now, the New Orleans Republican governor, Jeff Landry, formally requested the assistance of President Trump, saying that areas like New Orleans and Shreveport and Baton Rouge were out of control. The Pentagon is prepared to release 1,000 troops to assist local law enforcement in policing missions following Trump's public vow to straighten out these cities within weeks. For Charlotte, North Carolina, Representative Mark Harris urged deployment as there's been a 200% uptick in urban murder. The DHS documents outline Border Patrol surge with armored vehicles and special operation teams, similar to what we've seen in Chicago. These moves build on federalization in 11 other cities like Memphis, Los Angeles, Chicago, and others, justified under executive order to keep America safe and to remove illegal immigrant criminals. Now, isn't this amazing? This is awesome. I was just saying with J.J. Carroll a couple of days ago that maybe it's time to cut off the money to blue cities, but then go into red Republican states where they voted for Trump. This is what they voted for. And this is exactly what was announced. This is just amazing. All right, let me keep going. Now, this fulfills President Trump's campaign promise as he secured divisive victories in both states. In Louisiana, Trump won by a commanding margin over Kamala Harris. This was the fact that many MAGA voters want the border sealed and to remove the criminals. Over in North Carolina, he picked up the election seat there. It was a little bit closer, but either way, he crushed Kamala Harris to win North Carolina. Again, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Cut off the money to the blue states that are breaking the law and using illegal immigrants to get federal tax dollars and then allowing them to vote in our elections, and then sending in the National Guard to Republican areas that voted for him. This is what they voted for, to cut off the money to illegals and to make our cities safe for our children and families. I just think that this is amazing. Trump is keeping his promise to clean up the cities and get rid of these illegal criminals, some of them with murder records, rape records, Horrible, horrible things. Now, all of this was powered by him winning the Electoral College and the popular vote. This is what America wants. Make America great again. And that's exactly what he's doing. All right, let me know in the comments what you think about Chuck Schumer. Let me know what you guys think about Jamie Raskins. But also, what do you think about President Trump saying it's time to go into the areas that voted for me most and make these cities safe again? I think it's absolutely amazing. I love it. If you could, give this video a like. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please join our community of over 2,070,000 patriots that want the truth on what's really going on in Washington, D.C. All right, stay amazing. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.